Good, excuse me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, August 1st, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risk and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Go to this. Market is open now. So our first setup on the YM is a long, and it just triggered in. There's money management and target one. Target one, we're 38 ticks, and looks like we stopped out already, so that ends the YM session. All right, so let's talk about the other markets. YM is done already. Looks like we got Michael Russell short trade was not tradable. 9 seconds to actually through the stop. We have the long. And long wick, so we should be in that. That goes for a break even. And we have another short that's going to be unavoidable. So one break even is all we have. We're in a short on the pound Aussie. That was a get in sync. 8:30 start time. 24 seconds after there, 11 seconds to 24 seconds. So definitely in that trade. Crude. Starting off the morning with the short trade right at 9 o'clock. Ticks in. May be avoided. If you didn't get filled to start with, I brought my entry down to 42. And then it did get in sync, pick up targets 1 and 2. As plotted, would have been 13 and 21. for 34 ticks, taking into account the 2-tick adjustment for the get in sync, I would have gotten 11 and 19 for 30 ticks on a one and done session. Push that one, and that would have all right. Another long trade on the micro Russell. It's gone to money management already. And we pick up a win at target 3 and a few ticks, just a couple of ticks on break even. Transition to short. And that one's going to go for a full loss. Long again. That's a little too fast to pick up. And that would be an avoided trade as it goes to the stop. Unleaded. Getting short trade off 903.08. A 21-second bar, so we should be in that. Target 2 for 76 ticks. Target 1 trader's got 49. And then we trail out all the way down to 541. $16 ticks beyond target 2. So that's going to be 92 ticks on the trailer to go with 76 or 49. Target 2 traders pick up 168 ticks at $4.20 a tick per contract. So that's it. Both of those are one and done sessions. And now we'll bring up the micro NQ here. And we're just coming up on okay, yeah, we are in the trade or in the session, and we hit money management and a break-even stop out. So we have a break-even to start the day. Another short trade on the micro Russell. This one's got a wick on it. Let's see where we are. Target 2 is where, yeah, this one's big enough to move the targets. So target 2 is targets 2 and 3 will be our actionable targets. Target 1 will be our money management. Yeah, target 1 is twice what our minimum requirement is. And that goes for second loss. We now go long And we also got short on the micro NQ. And one tick shy of money management on micro Russell long. $78.1 what we're going to need with our 14 tick minimum. And there's money management. And the target 3 wins. So there is our second win. 2 losses, 2 wins, and 1 break even. Target 3 and 4. And trailing strongly. And we went break even for the second time on the micro NQ. Now we're in the long trade again. Target 2 win on the micro NQ. Micro Russell stops out. One more trade possible available to us on the micro Russell today. Micro NQ dropping down under 20,000 again in the 19,500 area. And starting to trail now, 551.5 on the micro NQ. And our sixth trade is long on micro Russell. That needs to go up a tick again, so that'll be 79.6. And that goes for a third loss. So that's likely, looks like it's going to be a losing session on the micro Russell. Micro NQ to 556.5. Going through target 3. Now looking for target 4. 567.25 for the stop. Micro Russell is done. Take 2 break-evens on the micro NQ and now a solid win. 578 3/4 for the trailing stop. All 3 of our target positions, 28.5, 40.5, and 52.5. And we have red label report news at 10 o'clock. Wait a couple of minutes for our crude session at 10. Let's see, soybeans. Looks like soybeans got long on a get in sync. Popped up to target 1 and back to the break-even stop. So in one and done session, 8 ticks at target, 3, 1 tick on the at the trailer. On that gives us 3 positions, so that's 11 tick net on the 4 position trade. And the micro NQ is just running away here. Big runner. 614 for the trailer. Now from 534 and 1/4 for the entry. So we're now 80 points on the trailer. And now up to 619 and 622 3/4. Almost 90, 88.5 points. Now that was quick. Five charts complete in almost 17 minutes. Pound Aussie just market is oscillating around the 50 EMA, it looks like. $121.5 points on the targets. And now we're at 631 3/4. So that is 97.5 points on the trailer. And stopping out, 97.5 points to go along with our 121.5, 122, 129, 219. 219 points on that trade. Short trade now. Still valid if we get a... No, it's not valid. We got a crossover, and there's a long trade to end the long. And a full stop out. So 2 break evens, 1 big win, 1 full loss, and a new short did trigger in. This is trade number 5. Money management. There is our stop at 633 flat. Looking for target 2. That's looking like it may be a second loss. Yep, that's a second full. Well, no, that's a break even. That's a third break even against 1 win and 1 loss. 1 more trade. Yeah, we didn't get any crossovers on our balance lines. They came together, but they didn't cross. Long trade for our last trade in the morning. Definitely triggers in. Just gave us a second entry there. money management on the micro NQ. So this will be no worse than a fourth break even. Please do say hello in the chat. YM and the micro Russell both coming down through their session opens. And it looks like we stopped out. That's our fourth break even. So we have 219 less 62. So 157 ticks, or points rather, plus 16 ticks for our 4 break evens. That's another 4 points. So 161 points on the day for micro NQ. That's about $300 for single contract positions. $2 a point. So $322. Less commissions for 6 trades. So we're waiting on the crude 10 a.m. mini session, and we still have the pound Aussie in its short. Another 3.5 minutes to the 10 a.m. mini session on crude. And the micro NQ continues to diverge from the micro Russell and the YM. Seems to be pushing higher off of its 50 EMA. Whereas the YM and the micro Russell are both heading down below their 50 EMAs. There is a possible get in sync trade for a 10 a.m. crude mini session. Two minutes and 15 seconds to go. And we'll not take that immediately because we do have red label reports coming out at 10 o'clock, so I would wait about 2 minutes on that. Crude not usually being quite as heavily affected by news. And take that up to 43. And we are in our session. So we have crude with a long setup. And there it just triggered in at 43. Up to 44, so let's get that back down where I want it. Crude also hanging out around its 50 EMA. Well, that's right. We want to wait 2 minutes, so we wouldn't actually be in that yet. Okay, now we'd be interested in taking the trade, and since we have a spike to 44, how big is that trade? 17 ticks. And making a 3-tick adjustment to 45 would be a pretty big adjustment on that trade. So I will probably just take it at the plotted entry if it comes back. So entry at 42. The trade setup is taking heat down close to the stop, but it also is close to a swing low. So we'll see if that swing level provides us some support or if we push down through the stop. Came down to the swing level, 1 tick above the stop at 78.20. Not pushing down to 19 yet. And that 2-minute stand down would definitely have kept us out of this trade if it does stop out. Standing down for news. And stopping out on crude. So that trade is avoided. Cancel your orders. And setting new session lows on crude. All three indices, LYM is recovering back, testing 50. All three indices seem to be down primarily since had a brief upswing and now coming back down on both micro NQ and the YM. And all three indices doing that. Crude pushing down strongly. Oh, found Aussie taking some heat now. Up in the area of the two swing highs earlier. YM setting or right at session lows. Dropping down below 41,000 and trying to set a new session low. 975 is the current session low. All three indices solidly down now. Micro NQ pushing below its session open. YM pushing new session lows. Crude pushing the new session lows. Pound Aussie looks like there's a pretty good chance it's going to stop out. I believe it may have. Nope, looks like it missed, and there it just did. I was going to say it missed it by a tick, but it just pushed through the stop. No trades yet on crude. Flat now on the Pound Aussie. Those are our only two active charts. And the market obviously slowing down tremendously. And still nothing. Questions or comments? And there is a long trade on crude. Let's see if we can get a bounce here. did quite make money management and back down to the entry. Failing to push through the 20 simple moving average, 20 SMA, blue line on the chart. Micro Russell and the Micro NQ testing their respective 50 EMAs. YM testing the 20 SMA. And a potential stop and reverse. So that's going to be at 87. $77.87. We did reverse. So we are now short. Going from 78.01 to 14 ticks, down 28. Six, 14 and 23 are targets 1 and 2 on the short trade. All right, approaching money management. Money management at 75. Target 1 at 73. Session low at 77. So we've got within 2 ticks of money management. And there's money management. Stop will come down to 86 and target 1 for 14 ticks. So that cuts our loss currently in half. Target 2, 23. He's going to leave us down 5 ticks, and we'll need the third trade. 64 we got there. To hit it on the nose. So that completes that trade. We'll be looking for one more trade as we're still down 5 ticks. We're turning back up a bit now. Actually, yeah, there's a long trade. I would adjust around the 20 SMA, make it 88 to go, and it did trigger in, even at 88. This is the third trade of the morning, or of the session, so this is our last trade. Looks like pound Aussie is going to stay flat for us. So when this trade finishes out, I will call it a morning. This trade not looking good. That was a case of following the system, even though I don't particularly like the trade. This may very well be a losing trade. So trade set up half a tick or a tick below the 20 SMA. I adjusted a tick above it. And now we have a short trade at, looks like at 59, which is the session low. I certainly would take that down to 57, which is the full stop, but it's not going to, it doesn't change your stop, and we're not going to take the trade. It would just be an exit point. So it doesn't change anything about the long trade, other than the fact that it looks like it may have just touched the entry unadjusted. So we'll have to just track the long manually if it goes back up from here. And stopping out. So unfortunately, we take a full stop, risk of 31 with the adjustment. So that was 62 tick loss and leaves us down at 67 on the day, or 67 on the session. Would have been a nice win. 17 and 28, 45 ticks. Unfortunately, we end up with a loser on that and a loss for the session. All right, I don't see anybody putting in questions or comments. And since we are at 10:30, I am going to call it a morning. Everybody have a good rest of your day. Good trading tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Good trading on Monday, and we'll see everybody again on Tuesday morning at 9:30. Regular session as far as I'm aware next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 sessions. Wednesday, 10:30 crude oil inventory report session. So see you then.